Rebecca, self-projected projector, here with a channeled message. I don't know who it's for. Probably for me. I am tapping into some really deep sorrow today. Someone is grieving. Someone is mourning the past. They're specifically mourning things that they didn't have the chance to do or things that they neglected to do. A lot of this has to do with relationships. Today, this isn't a mother wound. It's not a father wound. This is a wound surrounding your ability to nurture others. And the person that I'm tapping into right now is not the person that they were 10 or 20 years ago when they were raising their children, or they were married to a specific other, or they were they are not the same person. You're a new creation from who you were then. But I sense that you are grieving things that you can't go back and control. Grieving your children's childhoods. Grieving the memories that you didn't make. Maybe you were busy working. Maybe you weren't present because you had so many other things going on in your life. And I can feel you actively grieving the fact that you can't go back and make memories. That you can't go back and say the things that you really wanted to say and make the impact that you really wanted to make. And I want to cry with you because there's like this empty pit that you've allowed to open up due to things that you can't control anymore, that have already happened. It's already gone. And there's this open pit of sorrow that's just being marinated in right now. You can't go back and have a redo on that relationship. You can't go back and make sure that you made those moments special, that maybe you were too distracted with other things like life happening to you. And the person that I'm tapping into has some very loving ancestors. Now, these ancestors may not have been present for you, and they may not even be ancestors that you're aware of, but they're aware of you, who also were not present, who also had regrets before they passed. These are people who were too busy taking care of the day-to-day things and too distracted that they weren't present. And it created a chain of effect. And their message to you is to allow your grief to empower you, to make a difference in the now, today. You don't live there anymore. And you can look at that, have compassion for yourself. I'm suffering because I didn't do the things that I really wanted to do. I am at fault. I have regrets. But you're alive today. And you have every moment right now to make the change in today. Because yesterday's in the past. What did you do with yesterday? Make that phone call today. Make that phone call today. Make that apology. Don't let your ego stand in the way of you having that connection that you're grieving right now. They don't have to accept your apology, but you know that you've made it from your heart, from a place of deep genuine love. You made the apology from deep, genuine love. And what they do with that is on them. What they do with that and how they carry that is on them. Because you cannot circumvent other people's life lessons. And another thing that I need to add that is coming through right now is that the decisions that a person makes once they become an adult is not on you. Everyone is responsible for healing their own wounds, no matter who caused them. And I'm talking to a person who may be responsible for creating some wounds. And you're feeling that urge to own up to them. But what the person does once they become an adult, the way that they choose to heal those wounds is on them, just like your responsibility to heal your wounds is on you. We can't make everybody who perpetrated against us apologize and heal that within us. It's our job. But the first step is creating an environment where that can happen. The hardest part is you forgiving yourself. You have permission to forgive yourself. You can't hold it forever. All you can, but it isn't serving you. It's just creating a abyss, a mire of depression for you to wallow in. You have permission to forgive yourself. Who you were then is not who you are now. And today you are committed to making change. So don't let another moment go by without creating that environment where change can happen. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let your defense mechanisms come up where you feel like you have to defend yourself. If someone, when you apologize, comes at you and they are nasty and they're mean and they're angry, let them have their time to say what it is they need to say. And some of those things may be hard to listen to and to not take personally, because they're dealing with a version of you that lived then, not the version of you that you are now. And have an understanding of that. And forgive yourself for being the person you were then. If you hadn't been that person, you would have not learned the lessons that you have learned today. And that was your soul's contract. You had to go through what you went through and be the person that you were in order for you to arrive at the place that you are today and become the person that you are now. And that's it. That's all I have for today.